Hello, everybody. I know I look crazy. I straightened my hair, and when I take it out, you'll see why I did this little bun thing. I will be taking it out. This is not the hairstyle. Um, so today I'm gonna go out to dinner. I do the Instagram page for like boutique hotel restaurant called Central House in Germantown, New York. I do their Instagram. Then the restaurant is called Universal Cafe and Bar, and I need to go there and take some pictures because it's been too long. I like to stock up on the photos so that I don't have to go in there every other day, but yeah, it's been a while, so I need to go take some pictures. And so I am gonna probably have a drink with a friend of mine. And I did this makeup yesterday just to go hang out with my daughter and my stepmom and my daughter's boyfriend, just to have breakfast. So I did just kind of a simple makeup. But I did it differently than I usually do because, I've been using this Dior Forever Glow, and I feel like it's a little bit too thick and heavy and matte. I'm kind of definitely more of a just kind of a skin tint person, if anything. And so I mixed it with just my face lotion, which I've already moisturized and everything, but you don't need to see that. You see that way too much. Me just rubbing my face for an hour because it feels so good. I think you've seen enough of that. I know I've seen enough of myself doing that when I'm looking back at this. So I just mixed it into my hand, the Dior, the two different colors, and then put a glob, that's the technical term, of lotion on it, and now I'm mixing it up. I'm gonna put that on my face. That color looks all right. Looks pretty good. And I'm just gonna rub it in like I would lotion. Looks so yellow on camera. What do I need to do to fix that? Do I need to change the lighting? Not that I have any special lighting. That's probably the problem. I have one of those mirrors with the light around it. And then I have a tiny little ring light that I use for my Zoom meetings. It was like a $10 ring light. It's this big. So maybe that's the problem. Ew, look. Shit that happens when we get old. So yeah, yesterday was really nice hanging out with my daughter. It's funny, she's 17 and her boyfriend is 18. And it's so cool, seeing her with this guy. Ooh, I think I put contour on this earlier. Anyway, it's interesting seeing her with this guy who he's such kind of an adult. This is kind of her first adult relationship. She's had boyfriends before, and obviously she's not an adult. She's 17, but this guy, he's really smart, he's engaging, he likes hanging out with me and the rest of her family. He's not just like a shy little kid, which is what I'm used to when she brings around a guy that she likes. So that's been pretty interesting. Really cool. Really fun. It's been fun. A fun experience going through this with her. I think that's enough. I don't want to go crazy. I need to get a better foundation brush or a beauty blender. You know what? Let me wet this. I found one that's not so disgusting. Okay. All right, that's good for now. Let's do a little bit of the contour. This is the Westman Atelier, and I think it was truffle. Rub it onto my hand. And then I'm going to use the same brush. I really need more brushes. You know, I learned a lesson today. I've been having this issue with a really good friend of mine, and we haven't spoken in a couple of months, and I'm very much a person who... I'm a loner. I'm a homebody. I very rarely, go out or hang out with people, even, my best friends. I'm perfectly content and fine being alone. And that's just a little bit about me. But over the summer, a friend of mine who lives about 5 minutes from here was having a bunch of people over. It was hot, her pool was open. And during the day, during the week, she invited everybody over to come jump in the pool, which is normally not something I can do because she works in school, so she was off for the summer and didn't have to work. I do have to work, but I work from home. I work remotely. And so I also work on Pacific Standard Time. The company I work for is in California, even though I live in New York. So my hours generally are 11 a.m. to 8 p.m. because that's 8 to 5 California time. So usually it's hard to do stuff during the day on a weekday. And if I do something, I need to be close enough to home so that if I get a phone call, an important work call, I can quickly get back home and have my computer and all my documents and do what I need to do. So anyway, work was kind of slow. So I was like, you know what? It's hot. I haven't seen my friends in a while. Let me go over there, jump in the pool. And so my one friend was there that I hadn't really seen in a long time. And part of the reason for that is because she's usually free when I'm having to work. And quite often, if she says, do you want to do something? If it's during my work hours, I usually can't do it. And she lives probably 20 minutes away from me. So I get there. She's there and she sees me and she's pissed. And she goes, I thought, what happened to always having to work? I see you can get away when so-and-so invites you, but when I invite you, you supposedly have too much work. And I got kind of offended and I was like, yo, I do have work. I work hard, but I'm here because... And then in the middle of my sentence, my other friend put her hand on my leg and she was like, just leave it. It's not worth it. And so I remained quiet. And that was my lesson. I should not have done that. I should have continued my thought, should have gotten into it with my friend. I would have gotten my point across, she would have gotten her point across, and then the issue would have been over. But instead, I bit my tongue and we haven't talked in 2 months. And I had kind of forgotten about what happened, and I've reached out to her a few times saying, you want to grab dinner? Hey, you want to take the dogs out? And she's kind of blowing me off. And my other friend was like, yo, I'm getting a phone call. I have to answer it. I'll be back. Hi, I'm back. So, what was I saying? Right, so we hadn't talked in like 2 months. And another friend was like, yo, your friend is pissed off because she thinks, you don't hang out with her. You only hang out with so-and-so and blah, blah, blah. And so I was really annoyed. I'm like, so she's blown me off twice. She hasn't reached out to me to say she was angry. What the fuck? I'm not going to go kiss her ass now. And then, so that's been bothering me. That's been bothering me, for a week or so. And I haven't heard from her. I haven't reached out to her after, the past 2 times I tried, and she wasn't interested in hanging out because she was pissed, which I now realized. And this morning I woke up and I remembered that day she had actually said something. She's the type of person who, when she's upset, she speaks right up. No problems. She has no problem voicing her opinion, no problem with confrontation. And she did speak up. And then I started to address it, but I stopped because my other friend said, don't. I shouldn't have listened to that person. So she actually did try to address it with me. And I never really got to get my point across. So instead of not reaching out, which is what I was gonna do, this morning I texted her and I was like, what the hell is going on with you? Do you have something to say to me? And so she answered me back and we talked, we hashed it out. It's all good. It's all resolved. But that was just a really important lesson. Don't let shit sit and fester, right? Especially with your friends. There is no need. Just, you don't have to be right all the time. You just have to communicate. Because your friends, they're going to be there when your kids are gone. They're going to be there when, your partner leaves you for a younger person. That didn't happen to me. I am single, but not because of that. Your friends are really, really important. And it's important to maintain those relationships. And part of that is when you're pissed off or when you have an issue with somebody, you address it. You don't let it sit and fester, Hopefully that's a lesson that she will learn as well. But you know what? I learned my lesson and that's all I can do. I can't learn for somebody else. Okay, a little bit of blush. See, I feel like that's nicer. It's a little bit more natural looking. Doesn't look cakey, powdery, none of that. So I used a blush yesterday that I liked. What was it? Maybe it was that. I'm so sick of this. I need some other blushes, but I want to use a cream, and these are the creams I have. I think I'm going to use this darker one in there. And I always say this, it doesn't matter. It all winds up looking the same. Try to get a little bit of the tones elsewhere in my face so that it can look kind of native to my skin. I feel like if you just have it here, it kind of looks like it might not belong to your skin. Whereas if you put it other places, it makes it make sense. Oh, I forgot the concealer trick I wanted to do. I'm going to do a video about that. But I saw this thing where you see how I have these pockets under my eye and I put concealer there and I put it there and there. And it always makes the pocket more accentuated. Where if you go here, should have done this before. Blush. Let's see. Where's I gotta hurry now because my friend is waiting for me. When you do that, it kind of, I have a divot in my nose right there. Anyway, it kind of flattens it out. It hides that divot a little bit. I gotta do way better because this isn't really showing you what I'm talking about. Yeah, I'm gonna do that another time. Darkness here. I'm doing this super quick now. I'm in a big rush. Let's do a little bit more of this. I'm going to do brows. I'm going to do I want to do that? No. I'm not doing anything in the eyes, really. Except for maybe just I noticed how much discoloration I have on my lids that I didn't notice before. It's funny, the things that you see when you're looking at yourself on camera that you never notice in real life. Okay, freckles. Oops. Whoa. Where is that it? No. Oh my god! Come on, I have time. And where's my brow thing? Okay, here's the freckle thing. Hi, Mom. I also like putting the freckles where I put the blush. I feel like that's cute. Look. Okay. Eyebrows. My brow stuff. Oh, here it is. Oh, the other thing is my stepmom yesterday said, your skin looks so pretty. I was like, oh, it's makeup. She said, it doesn't look like makeup. So that's always a good sign. That's always a good sign. Let me do a little bit. I really need to wash my brushes. Is there anything on here? I want to do a little bit of that Mario powder. This is kind of a big brush for me to do that with, but okay, enough. Moving so fast, so fast. Eye, and then that's it. Okay, I think that's even it. Lip liner. Ooh, I'm running out of this. A little bit of mascara, teensy bit. Should have done the spray, setting spray. Just gonna do e.l.f. My stick is downstairs, but maybe I'll just. I don't like it when it gets on my hoodie. Yeah, I'm wearing a hoodie. Okay. This is the Milk lip oil. And that's it. Did I get my hair wet? Okay, the other big reveal. Oh, that looks crazy. There. There. Good enough. I'm not a hair person, okay? I'll explain that in another video, but I've straightened my hair I'm 53, almost 54. I've straightened my hair, never like a full-on relaxer, not even as a kid, and like had it blown out probably 6 times in my life. So I'm trying a new thing, but yeah, okay, that's it. How does that look? I mean, I know it's messy, but you know what? That's my vibe.